Oh, hello, space engineers, and welcome back. It has been a while since I've put up anything. Wanted to give everyone a chance, well, myself also included, but to spend some time with family over the holiday weekend. But also over that time, I have been busy because we have officially hit zero G because we've got magnetic boots going on now. But we have hit zero G, and there is only one proper thing to do with this thing. So you kind of hit it from here. And is to give that thing a proper send-off. It served us well. It got us up here. It took a little bit of doing to get it there. Had to do some changes along the way. But it did the job. And we are, as I said, we're officially in zero G. And that puts it at, let's get up here. From the bottom to the top, it looks like it's just over 38 kilometers. Zero G is actually a little bit ways down there, a touch, but you know the actual line, but I got up here. So this is where we're not going to go up. Now, there is still plenty to do. We've got to build a station up here to receive our carriage. We need to finish up the carriage. We need to do some stuff down at the bottom. So this is far from the end, but this is the major part of it. Boy, our sunlight's kind of bad on this side. But this is the major part of it done. That was a lot of iron, a fair amount of nickel, and honestly, I didn't keep track of the time, so no idea how many hours, but plenty of hours to get up here. Now I'm going to put in the final brace up here for now. It might change a bit, but just put in the final brace up here, and then I will go back down to the bottom, and we're going to see if we can get started on things down there. And welcome back. I made it back down here to the bottom. And here at the bottom, I honestly haven't done that much. Still got some things in the way. Still got some things that, I don't need those welders there. I could have gotten rid of those a long time ago. And now that this bottom section, well, the whole thing now, is a station, I shouldn't have any problems burying it into the voxel. So that's probably the first thing I need to start with, and then I want to make kind of a base or platform here, flat spot, for the carriage to land on. And we're going to be getting rid of this little bit of a structure here in the middle also, eventually. But let's get into this. First things first, I think I need to grab a little, well, I think there's enough steel here. And yeah, I'll leave that alone. Get rid of this block for now. And let's go. Let's see. Actually, I probably do need to get rid of this, because that's a separate grid. There we go. See, I might have to get rid of, let me go ahead and get rid of all this for now. But my plans are eventually is I will make this a separate grid all its own, the station section down here in the tower. No longer will there be an umbilical down to the production down at the bottom of the mountain. I might still have some kind of access up here at the top over here on the corner, but this tube down here I'm probably just going to get rid of altogether. That means we'll need our own power production up here. I can put some solar at the top, way at the top, and that'll help. But for now, since we have access to uranium, we can most likely, let me get that right, we can most likely put a reactor in here, and that will help for now. Oops, wrong button. Let's see, do that. And or do I want to go up one? Nah, leave it here. But there we go. We've got our first section at least embedded into the ground. So that should hold itself up. Let's do that. Whoops. Probably went past it. Some of this may not be too visible on this corner, but this is the highest corner. So I think, you know, those two are pretty obviously they're higher. But I think, or I say higher, the ground's lower. But I think these two corners are the ones that are up the highest, so these will be the hardest to see. You might have to do some digging up here. In fact, that's probably the better thing to do. As we can do some digging, get this cleared out. That way we've got one solid piece down here we can connect to. Or, instead of digging that out, I can just move this up one. Whoops. No, that's the same thing I was getting ready to do. There we go. That way I can build it out on this level, and that should cover everything. Well, I can just go ahead and get rid of the rest of this. See, that's going to be a different corner right there. It's going to be that corner. It's going to be that there. Then we're going to go here. That might be okay there. But I believe that gives you the idea of what I'm going to be doing with the corners. Let me take the time to go ahead and do all of these, then I will be back. See, beyond just getting these 4 anchored into the ground, also went ahead and did my perimeter. I've got the beginnings of a floor. And I went ahead and put in some windmills. They don't do a whole lot up here in this thin air, but they'll do enough to keep this alive. I don't have any production on here. In fact, I put those welders on there just to see if I was damaging the pillars. I'm not, which is good, but I'll keep them there just in case. But, you know, I'm not even running welders. Every once in a while, they'll charge these batteries when I go up or down, but that's going to be kind of it. And as you can see, that also means I got rid of the umbilical from my production, which means, well, all my production's still over there, so it's a bit of a trip to get supplies. But we need to make a more permanent dock for our carriage. It's going to come down lower. You know, this floor that's also keeping all the 5 sections together so we don't have anything weird happen. So we are going to get rid of this brace here. That's not needed now. And then I will bring this down, park it, and see where that ends up. I might have to move some stuff around here because I do want it to connect fully. At least for now. It might, once again, that might change and move as we design things there. But let's get this ground down. I'll probably speed this up. Well, we've got all that ground down now. Let me get up here and ease this thing down, see where it ends up. Let's go ahead and do that. Had the parking brake on so we're not falling. I don't remember those being on auto lock, but apparently they are. Oh, wait. That's not going to do me much good. That's not too bad. That's going to let me... Make sure that goes all the way there. Got that plugged back in. Well, I guess I don't need those. Get up here and... And also... Batteries. So we've got that down there. Let me see how these wheels ended up. Hold on, I don't have my concrete. Stuck it over here for safekeeping. Kind of what I thought. Might end up having to move it back up a touch just to get these in. So we're going to end up looking like that. Darn, that's not going to work very well like that. So there's just going to have to be a flat end right there. No, I don't have those. Okay, let me do this. Do that. Something like that. Could end up being a fairly large platform. So I'll probably have to get a lot more stone so I can make a lot more concrete. But I do think I like that. That'll work. So I'll do that all the way around, and then I'll fill in the flat section and, well, all of that. Let me stop, go look at a few things, see what my time looks like, and be back, see what we're going to do. Well, I am running short on time, but I do think we have time for one last thing, and that is a full trip to the top. I have not actually ran all the way to the top without having to stop before, because there's always been a brace I've had to stop and move around just to get up to the top, and, well, I've been down it now, but I have not been all the way up it. So, let's go for a trip. And what I will probably do is I'm going to leave this real time so you guys have a good idea of how long this takes. But we've got our power on, we were disconnected, our umbilical's back. Let's turn that. Okay, what happened? Oh, wait, I know what happened. We've got to turn on our wheels. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, we really are going this time. Oh. Doesn't take long to get out of the atmosphere, or at least down where you can't breathe. Well, there we are. At the top. We're a little crooked still. That is one full-length trip to the top. Don't know how much time that took. I can look at the video later, see what the time was, or, well, you can look at the time. But that is where I'm going to leave us for today. I'll continue to work on our base down there so we can start to get a bit more of a proper receiving area down there for this thing. Get up here. Boy, I think I just ended up choosing about the most mountainous area. I wanted a tall mountain, so I guess I got all the mountains. But anyways, that is, like I said, that is where I'm going to leave it. Thank you for watching.